Welcome back. Episode 3 of season 2. You are listening and you are watching Thique Talk Podcast and the beginning of a new season on episode 3 with my co-host Vaughn J. How you feeling?
I'm feeling well. I'm here. I'm excited for tonight. Got a couple of surprises for the people. Also, I'm so excited to interview our special guest.
Couldn't be even more excited. It is episode 3. We've had a great season so far with season 2. Going into the holiday season, things are so kicking off to a great start. And I'm excited. But I do want to ask you, have you thought about the name for our supporters yet? Because I have.
Oh, child, I haven't thought about nothing, but I'm still team Thickies, Thickums. Those are my top two. So yeah, we'll just have to. We honestly just have to really do what we said we're gonna do this time. We're gonna just be a little bit more active with the people. We're gonna put
Yeah,
some stuff on our Instagram. Hopefully, people vote. If you don't, child, we just gonna call y'all what we
it
gonna
is
call
what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. So be it. And what's new? What's been going on? It's been 2 weeks. The Thanksgiving holiday has passed.
Child.
Things have changed. Things have happened. You're in school. What's a given?
Honey, what you say? I mean, what girl? We're not even gonna talk about that.
School.
But the Thanksgiving holiday, oh my god, I had such a blast. I did not get a lot of sleep, and I'm paying for it now because my sleep schedule is all off. I mean, off. Do you hear me? Like, literally,
Hmm.
I can't even like get up in time for work. It's bad. So tonight I'm gonna try after we finish this episode and go to sleep at a decent time and try to
Woosah.
get back on track. Yeah. What about you?
Woosah. No,
How was
definitely
your
understand.
Thanksgiving break?
Thanksgiving holiday was good. It wasn't really a break for me because I do work property management and we don't get like the weeks off or things like that. So I just got the holiday off and went back to work the next day. It was a teaser. I can't wait till the new year when I'm off for like 6 days.
Right.
That's
I
when I
was
can
gonna
like.
say, I mean, so how was it like the difference, like not going home and actually having
Right.
to like be, at your
Right.
cousins and things like that? How was that?
The blessed part about it is I was still people that I love. So it
Yeah.
wasn't like, oh my God, I'm not at home. I'm not with my family. But so it worked out where I'm still with family. I was still with my cousins. So it worked out perfectly. I cooked. They love the yams, honey. My big cousin is a very, very picky eater and he's a great cook. So when he said, I don't even eat yams like this, but you did this, I was excited. So I've been preparing for my
Okay.
man. Wherever you are, whoever listening out there, I am ready for you. Okay.
Okay, my girl need to make a nasty yam, honey. She make a good one, girl. Because even at the Friendsgiving, oh, we need to talk about the Friendsgiving. The Friendsgiving, all
Oh,
of those
we
things
had
happened
Thanksgiving.
before
Yes.
our
Woo.
last, since the last time we came on here. But the Friendsgiving as well was a good time. My girl made the good old yams and stuffing, honey. The stuffing stole the show for me personally, but I
Really?
mean, for sure. I mean, it was flavorful. The meat that was in there was, yeah, it was just good to me. It was good to my soul, honey.
Yes, I make dressing, yo. I make dressing, honey. And dressing up stuff that the people still trying to figure out what you call it.
Mm, it's stuffing.
So they be it. But yeah, so it's a lot that has happened. Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, just going home, seeing each other. I think we always kind of see each other a lot during the season. So, you never know what other surprises may come from season 2.
Okay. But also, yeah, you didn't talk about the hosting event either. Your hosting event, all of those things happened
It's been
in
so
between.
much.
I mean, I feel like how long have we been gone? It wasn't like it
It's
was
only
only
2
2
weeks.
weeks.
Only
It's
2
crazy how
weeks.
much stuff has happened within 2 weeks. Like holiday
Within two
season
weeks.
is really crazy.
Mhm. Because think about it. Yeah. So over the 2 weeks, yeah, you're right. I hosted the gospel event at Virginia State University. Shout out to VSUGC. I'm a former member, alum of the choir, and we had a good time. I was so nervous, but I pulled it off. It was a great time. All my friends and family came to visit and support. And of course, also that weekend, we supported our TikTok support as she funeralized her brother that weekend. Friendsgiving with friends that we've known since I've known since I was a baby. Vaughn to know them for a little bit, 7 or 8 years max. But these are people I grew up with in church, and we're still friends as they're getting married and getting boyfriends and girlfriends, and hopefully somebody have a baby soon. I'm hoping
Ooh,
so.
not
Um,
throwing a baby out there in the atmosphere.
it's about time. It's about time. It's about time. It's about time. So we had that. Then my family had brunch, and we all hung out over there, put the Christmas decorations up, and now here we are. Now we're getting ready to celebrate Quisha and Thique Talk support this weekend. You got a baby shower to go to, um,
Yes.
holiday season, holiday parties, and it's a whirlwind, darling.
It's a lot. I mean, the next couple of weekends are. I don't even want to talk about it. We'll talk about it in the next episodes because it's a
I'm
lot to
taking
talk about
donations.
each week.
Each week I'm taking donations, okay, because I need them. Okay. Traveling is crazy. Okay. But no, seriously. But that's what we've been up to. That's kind of where we are right now. And if you're watching or listening, keep us in your prayers and thoughts, darling. And it's nothing wrong with saying, hey, how you doing? We like a little how you doing. You need anything.
Okay. I ain't
Even
gonna
if it's
ask,
just
but if you go
an
offer, honey, I'll
encouraging
take.
word, child. Something. Give me something. But no,
Correct.
seriously. Well, it is December now. And I believe my favorite time of the year because it is Christmas, darling. And there's only one way to describe what we're about to do for the December and Christmas holiday. Cue the fucking video. Please. There you have it, darling. It is
It's
time.
time.
Mariah Carey said it. And we are doing Vlogmas. And I am so excited for
Yes.
Vlogmas. I don't know what made us do it. We got to give people episodes. We want to end this season around the new year. We want to end it with a good note, but we got to give y'all some episodes. So we said, why not do Vlogmas? And that
Yes.
means an episode every week, guest appearances every week, surprises every week. So I am super excited to kick off Vlogmas with a real shake the table moment, darling, because season one was amazing. It was our first season. Season two changed. It became from three hosts to two. But many of the girls was like, well, what happened? What happened? Did the girls fall out? Did the girls have an issue? They went to New Orleans, they was fine. But why is the third person not here? Well, in the words of Von J, honey, why not ask the horse for himself, honey, from the horse's mouth? So part of Vlogmas is our first surprise for the month. We are doing this episode with not your two hosts, but your favorite three hosts. So we want to welcome back to the stage Mr. Big Waves on Swim. So they hate on him, darling.
He's
Welcome.
back. What's
Hola.
goody? What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? Thick Talk Podcast in the house. Let me say this before we even get any further. If you are listening to this, I need you to stop what you're doing. I need you to go like, subscribe, follow at T now, follow at Von J, because I'm telling y'all right now, y'all better be following Thick Talk Podcast, right? Am I right? Am I right? Listen, listen, it is my pleasure, my brothers, to be here on this stage with you tonight. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? Congratulations.
Thank you. How are we feeling? No, how are you feeling, honey? We're feeling great. How are you? I know it's been a lot going on in these last couple of weeks. The girl's been getting
Yes.
herself together.
Yes.
How are you?
So, oh my God, that's such a loaded, loaded, loaded question.
Okay.
I think to answer it in a nutshell, I have been really good. I've been really blessed. That's how I'm gonna answer that question. Things have definitely been busy. The train has definitely been rolling. And listen, I'm never far behind. I'm never far off. I'm always here. I'm always around, right? But things have been good. Like work has been very, very busy. As you guys were talking about the holidays and just everything being in, so for those of you who do not know who are listening, I have been a social worker for the past 10 years. The role that I'm in now, it just has afforded me the opportunity to really help individuals who are really experiencing homelessness in a way where it's like you said, it's the best time of the year, it's the holidays, but this is not always the best time of the year for everybody, right?
Yeah.
So there
Hmm.
are a lot of people that struggle just with being cheerful and being jolly. They're not feeling like how Mariah was feeling in that video.
Okay.
So it has definitely been a pleasure. It's something I'm grateful for to be able to have the opportunity to help individuals and really do these things. That has really been a blessing for me. Um, but yeah, other than that, I've also been losing weight. That has been a very much so a big journey for me that I'm very, very, very proud of. I've been very consistent. I've been going to the gym. I've been working it out. You know what I'm
Okay, doing
saying?
your big one.
Um, And it's definitely, as someone who's always been a plus size guy, it is definitely a phenomenon when you start to lose weight, right? When you really
Okay.
start to see the clothes,
See the
you know
clothes
what I'm saying?
change, the
When you,
size change, baby.
girl,
Okay. The access that you have to clothing changes.
let me tell you something. I went to the
Mm-hmm.
movies to go see Wicked, and I sat in a chair. And usually, like when I sit in this particular chair, my thighs spread a little bit. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because I got a little pushing, a little extra cushion, right?
Okay.
And then they be touching the buttons and stuff. And I sat in that chair and I said, wow, my thighs ain't spread. I had to open my legs. You
Okay.
know
I can
what I'm
open my
saying?
legs comfortably. Okay. If I choose to
It's
though.
it's just really an experience that if you ever get the opportunity to do it, or even if you don't ever get the opportunity to do it, it's definitely something that's for you. So something
Definitely.
it's really a fun experience to just watch your body change and
Change.
really do it.
Yes.
Now, I'm not saying I'm not no gym rat. You know what I'm saying? I ate a slice of pizza today, but it's just little things that I've done. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't eat such large portions anymore. I don't do those type of things. Been dated, and that's always a trip.
And a
Okay,
half, honey.
a trip and a half, but life has been good. Life has been good to
That's
say the
good.
least.
You didn't really touch too much on your Thanksgiving holiday.
Oh,
Like you said, holidays are different, but I want to know from a perspective of, dietary
mhm.
changes, all of these things. How different was Thanksgiving for you this year?
I don't think it was any different than any other Thanksgiving, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest. The only thing is that, like, I just really didn't eat the Thanksgiving food like maybe 3, 4 days like everybody else usually does. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I definitely ate a lot less. I'm telling you guys, like, I haven't necessarily changed anything. I just do little things in moderation. It's nothing that has made me feel like, oh my God, like I'm missing out or I can't do this or whatever. So, like, for example. I love a good piece of burger, right? That's one of my favorite things. Like, who doesn't love a good burger? But I just don't have it with bread. I have a lettuce wrap burger. So I'm still
Mm-hmm.
getting the burger. I'm still getting the cheese. I'm still getting the bacon. I just don't have the bread. So those little things you can definitely do, which I'm learning, and you don't feel deprived or you don't feel like, oh my God, I just got to eat grass all the time. You really
Mm-hmm.
genuinely still feel like you're a part of the party. You still feel like you're a part of the table. So like for Thanksgiving, I ate everything. I just didn't have 4 and 5 pieces of ham like I usually do. I
Mm-hmm.
had 2 pieces of ham. I had a little bit of stuff, and I had a little bit of macaroni and cheese. I had a little bit of yams. It's definitely an adjustment for the people that surround you. So my family, I have a very Caribbean family. So whenever we serve, we tend to serve a lot. So I have to tell the girls, don't give me all that rice because I'm not gonna eat it. You know what I'm saying? But no, it was the same. Thanksgiving was cool. I was happy to be. We hosted, so I was home, and yeah, it was good. No complaints.
Perfect. Welcome
No
back, T now.
complaints.
Welcome back. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened, but my whole power went out for like 30 seconds. I don't know if it's too cold in North Carolina, baby, because it snowed last night or what. But I'm back. The Wi-Fi took a second to get loaded back up. But I'm back.
Good.
Welcome
So since
back.
everybody's here, I think it's time for us to introduce our special guest.
Yes, please,
Um,
darling.
Yes.
okay, so I guess I'll do it.
Yes, read it
I'm
off.
so
Read it off. You
excited.
got to give her a grand moment. Give her a grand. This
I
is our
gotta give my
first
girl a
woman on.
cute little moment,
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's
So
do it.
tonight, everyone, we have somebody that has become very near and dear to us by way of TJ's aunt. This is one of TJ aunt's really close friends, but she's really, honestly, one of the most comical, one of the realest, down to earth, very fashionable. I mean, like all of the above is like that's the type of person she is. But just to run down some of her accolades really quick, like she's currently a doctoral candidate pursuing her doctoral degree. She's a
Ow.
business mogul, the hood
Boom.
savior, a Petersburg
Yeah.
legend, and she's
Yeah.
also a each one teach one kind of girl. Like I feel like
The
she's not the
Yeah.
legend.
girl to
Okay.
try to gatekeep on things. Like she
Not
really
at
willing
all.
to tell all of like everything that she knows. She's willing to spread the knowledge. She's willing to spread the education. And without further ado, I think we could bring our special guest up to the stage.
Yes. Give the girl a hand clap of praise, darling.
That's
Welcome,
not
Italia. Hi. I am
right.
boobs and tattoos to the stage, everyone.
Y'all. Hey, that was so nice and
Hi.
sweet. Look at y'all. I
Of
love it. Thank you so
course.
much
A
for
little
having
something, something for the mogul, honey. The
For the
Petersburg
mogul, for
legend.
the
me. I'm so
boss,
grateful. Thank you for
for the
having me,
boss.
fellas. And
Of
welcome back
course.
Well,
to
welcome.
Mystery.
How are you
Yes.
tonight?
I am just perfect. I got all of the
You look
things together
amazing.
early so I
She
can
looks
hang
like an
out with you
angel. Isn't she?
guys.
Don't she look stunning?
Yeah.
Do
The
I?
skin
It's
is
the
stunning,
light. Let me
honey.
find out. I'm about to walk around with this light all day if that's how
Okay, it's
Thank you.
I am
Thank
weak.
you.
Well, welcome to season 2, episode 3. If you don't feel honored, just know please be honored as the first
Thank
cisgender
you.
woman on Thique Talk Podcast. The
Oh,
first
come on,
woman in general.
cisgender.
Actually, now that I think about her,
Yes.
actually I think about it, you are the first woman in general on Thique Talk Podcast. So
Because it's good for a
congratulations to
Oh,
girl.
breaking
la la, the
barriers.
pressure. The pressure is on.
Yeah.
oh no, it's gonna be me.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, that some people that support us like when y'all have a girl on there, I think y'all should have some girl power. I'm
the
like,
time is
you know
right.
what? It's Vlogmas. We got some surprises. We'll definitely kick it off with somebody that I know will bring some spice in this, will bring a good time. And all of us, all 3 of us, you've met us all. I think
Yes.
you met Dave for the first time in New Orleans,
New Orleans.
actually. And so,
Absolutely.
all
And
of
it
us.
was
So what
love
a
at first
better
sight.
reunion than this?
Look,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah,
I
y'all
have been
continue the
around
whole
you all.
weekend.
I'm so grateful. It's like family. I'm always begging y'all to invite me out. I don't know why I always gotta beg, but I do, and I don't mind either.
Oh
I'm
Oh,
not
girl, we're not
begging
gonna get
real
into that
good.
yet.
I
Please
can't wait for
invite
people to hear
me.
that.
Please invite me, girl.
Miss
She's worse than
Miss
Kimberly when it
Brooklyn
comes to,
busy.
the text
Honey,
messages, but we're not even gonna dive into that right now. I'm gonna give her
Yeah,
a little time
please.
before I talk about the 3 to 5 business days with responses. Okay.
Okay, I'm old
Well,
now. Don't be sad. Okay, I'm a little
in,
seasoned.
in honor of our guests and in honor of Dave's tradition, we do have a drink of the night, of course, and it's
ooh.
one of Ty's favorite. And just for the hell of it, I'm gonna let Mr. Big Waves on Swim introduce the drink of the week and what's the best way to do it for the holidays.
Listen. So the drink of the week is something that's classic, yet strong, yet sweet, but it's tart. I mean, it literally embodies our special guest, honey. So I'm not surprised that she picked this cocktail. So the cocktail or the thick tail of the week is none other than the legendary lemon drop, honey. Now, let me tell you something about the lemon drop. A good lemon drop will take you places, okay? Now, I've kikied over a good lemon drop, honey. A good lemon drop will really get the girls to talk. So tonight, we have 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of some fresh lemon juice, and of course, you got to put a little simple syrup for a little twist. If you into that, you could definitely rim your sugar and put a little lemon twist for a little garnish, honey, and that's it. It's a very easy cocktail, but it is often misinterpreted and not made correctly. I don't know why, because it's very easy to make, but the girls definitely do get it wrong. So tonight, in honor of Ty, we are drinking a lemon drop. Now I know we all have our own remix and our own version. So 1, 2, 3, everybody, let's cheers and let's see what these lemon drops is looking like. Okay,
Yeah,
Vons is
look at
looking
y'all. Oh, I
classy.
have to put the lemon on the side.
Okay,
Oh, y'all so
Ooh,
fancy.
ooh.
okay,
Cheers.
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 Cheers
For the
to
holidays, I'm
episode
doing a
3.
cranberry lemon drop.
Yeah, I did a little cranberry too. Come on,
Ooh, get into
look
it.
at the first lady. Okay.
I love it. Oh, and I did a splash of Red Bull. Don't hurt me. I had to be
That's
That
energized out.
spicy.
that ain't no lemon drop. I don't know
But
what that's
it
for.
was it
That's a
was
whole
it
nother
was a little
cocktail now.
Yeah,
it
well,
was
what
a
was
little
that for?
pineapple.
Fire? What?
It was a little pineapple.
This girl
Oh,
said
to add a
a Red
pineapple.
Bull.
Okay.
Hmm
That's a first. Well,
That
y'all
gives it a robust.
don't shake the Red Bull. Just pour it in there because it's going to
No. Do
splash
not
back
shake the
on
Red Bull.
you.
Do not shake the Red Bull. But no, welcome again to Ty and welcome back, Dave, to episode 3 of season 2. And I just want to remind the girls what the episode title is for the night. She thick, okay? And
She thick.
our co-host,
Okay.
baby, she is thick, honey, thicker than the Snickers. And what a better way to start off our thick night than talk about some of the thickest topics. And one of the thickest topics I would consider um, to be important, not only for us as a gay community, but important for the world. And
Of
darling, we not
course.
only have some thick topics and some hot topics and some great convo, but we want to recognize World AIDS Day, which was
Mhm.
on December the gotta make sure I get my day right. December 1st,
The first.
2024, as it is every year on the first. where people represent in red. They do events and they do galas and all type of things to raise money and raise awareness for HIV and AIDS, which is it was an epidemic not only just for the queer community, but for the Black community in general, which was attacking it severely. And now it's just a world awareness because people all over this world that look like everybody and anybody are and can and has been affected. If you by that was if you knew somebody, if you had a scare when you were younger, if you were just in class and learned about it and it made you be like, whoa, and I think speaking for most of us on this podcast, being where we grew up at, we've watched this epidemic really transform from a death sentence and something that you would get shunned for to something people live every day and live longer than the regular average person would.
Mhm.
And when I say live, I don't mean just existing, I mean actually living and doing
Hmm.
life. So we want to first recognize World AIDS Day. And I say to all of you out there who are victors of AIDS and HIV, once again, congratulations to you for your courage, for your victory, for your fight, and for your awareness. And continue to always get tested. Everyone, it is not a gay thing. It is not a Black thing. It is a we thing. And don't forget, you equals you. So make sure your partner that is positive is taking care of themselves. They have the medical necessities to live a great life. And once they reach that undetectable status and they continue that status, you equals you. That means I cannot give you this at this point. Okay. So we want to make sure we are educated and educate. So we want to recognize that moment. And I ask my co-host, does anybody have anything you want to add to that before we dive into that topic?
Definitely for me. So World AIDS Day is always a time for remembrance. There have been a lot of pioneers that have sacrificed their life, especially when we think about Black people, right? So we think about the word pandemic, and everybody always says, "Oh my God, like COVID was the first pandemic," and I'm like, it wasn't. AIDS was a whole epidemic. It was a whole
Yes.
pandemic. It may not have affected you in the way that you feel like COVID may have affected you, but it definitely affected a family member, a friend, a neighbor. It literally is something that we still need to continue to fight for. So, World AIDS Day is just a reminder that we're still fighting, we still remember, we still honor anybody that has been affected by it. I think I read something this World AIDS Day that they are working towards the global goal of ending the epidemic by 2030.
Wow.
That is so, like, to me, that is so fantastic because I'm sure if you was to go back to just 1989, the year I was born, somebody would be like, nah, it's not happening. Because like you said, Tina, it was definitely something that was a death sentence. So people couldn't see the rainbow, people couldn't see the way out of it. You know what I mean? So, I just encourage everybody to put that out there. We're about to go into 2024, 2030, and 2024 is not that far, right? But it just shows how far we have come, and we've made great leaps and bounds, but we must never forget. So that's how I feel. That's my little spiel about World AIDS Day.
Yeah, I don't really have much. I would just say continue to, bring awareness, continue to get tested, continue to support the galas, the research, all of the above that is contributing to this ending this epidemic. Like Dave said, in 2030, they trying to stop it at a halt. Hopefully, so I think that just making sure that we support, making sure we bring awareness and things of that
Mm,
nature is all that I want to say.
a cocktail is cocktail.
Okay. Well, I also want to remind all of you that a part of World AIDS Day is recognized by the White House every year, where there is a White House address. But this year was special in a particular reason, because there are quotes that are made for World AIDS Day, not only for the progressiveness and the work that's being done by people like Dr. Fauci and other leaders, global leaders that are trying to end this, but these quotes are made for the remembrance, like Dave said, of those who we have lost either in their fight or for the fight. Because believe it or not, there are people that died because of this disease that never had it. When you look at the 80s and 90s, people that were defending queer community and those who were a part of the community, there were some angry, lost souls. Just like today, when we talk about MAGA and things, lost souls just were following hate. So that quote is made for that. And this year, the White House decided Joe Biden and Joe Biden decided to display the quotes on the White House lawn published, which has never happened before. So that was a huge moment. And I think we have a clip from that. If we do, can we get that played just so we can show those who are watching us?
And Medicare and Medicaid services will update its guidance on HIV care, encouraging states to adopt the best practices using the latest science and technology. It matters. It matters.
Thank you for that. So that clip right there, I just wanted to show that Joe Biden, poor thing, he ready to get up out of that White House shit. A little slow nowadays. But one of his efforts before he leaves is that he gets Medicaid and Medicare better coverage for those who are affected by HIV and AIDS. So kudos to the White House for such a progressive movement, and kudos to the White House for displaying such strong and strength in the community. Also for World AIDS Day, as this is a part of Thique Talk Podcast, we are all about representation, darling. So also Gilead partnered with Ball House and content creators to do an ad and campaign for World AIDS Day to promote testing and knowing your status. I'm going to show the clip first, and then we will talk about what we think about this campaign. Beware if you're straight watching, this gets a little crazy. I'm just. So shout out to Jack Mizrahi for that.
3. Testing is fundamental. Terrell, stop looking at himself. One more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Testing is fundamental.
So shout out to Jack Mizrahi and all of those who initiated the campaign. Definitely love the effort. But as a part of the Talk Podcast, we were founded and made by bigger men of the queer community for everyone. And the only thing that always bothers me about these things is, where are the people that are plus size? You have a video of muscle, oiled up, light skin, brown skin, trans, white, black, mixed, vitiligo, but no girl of a bigger stature a part of the community. Because let's be real, this epidemic is not just for the strong looking. It is for the strong on the inside, darling. And so when I was watching, I'm like, well, if they said ballroom, it's a lot of big ballroom girls that they could have got that are attractive or masculine, that
That
could
are
give
icons,
sexy.
that are legendary. So
Yeah,
I'm confused.
there are content creators as well. So I just kind of want to bring that to the forefront to actually and tie it. Just give a little background. Italia is also has clothing boutique, has other marketing businesses that she's had to do representation. So I want to get on the flip side, when you make these campaigns and ads, what goes through your mind when you think about representation? The floor is all of yours.
I think that when we talk about representation, it's a struggle across the board and not just in, the community. I feel like the groundbreaking brand that kind of showed everybody that we can include everybody is Fenty. And I'd like to give props to Rihanna when it comes to putting all flavors, all sizes, all shapes on the forefront and showing that everybody can be included. So I think that while it seems so simple, what in the hell? While it seems so simple, it is still a struggle. It's still a struggle. And I think that it's a work in progress. And without the conversation, without the dialogue, I think that it'll continue to just be like ignored. So, and of course, everybody wants the job. So somebody who was offered the job is not going to say, no, I don't want it. I think that you should give it to somebody else of a bigger stature. You know what I'm saying? And then when the room gets full, it's like, oh, well, we forgot them. And I think that, again, the only way to fix it is just to keep talking about it and keep the conversation going, to show that those who are watching is not intimidated or offended when they see someone of a larger stature in their underwear on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately they're thinking about the audience, and they assume that those in the audience cannot take, that it all happening.
Definitely.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I think that the only way to fix it is to just continue the conversation and to praise those who do and to support those who do. So those who supporting people like Rihanna is reminding other companies like, dang, we should include these things that are making it work for her. Even like when it comes to just another example is like how makeup brands are starting to include darker tones because they realize like, oh, darker girls wear makeup too. And we're seeing makeup as dark as, you know what I mean? Dark. And that is because they realize like, oh, no, these girls are they should be included. And again, I feel like Rihanna was one of the first few to bring those dark hues into the spotlight. And so again, this conversation is a part of the remedy to make sure that everyone is included.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. And I, like you said, I feel like Rihanna kind of knocked that door down in some areas. Of course, like, you know, our arena is more so the gay arena, and it's very over here. I feel like it's still very stigma, straight to the point. You know,
Delay.
muscle bodies only. You know what I'm saying? And the film girls, like stuff like that. That's the only thing that's going to be in the public eye. I do think like with Jack Mizrahi being on the I guess behind the creativity and the production of that, he should have tried to think about stuff like that. But I think when, like you said, Ty, if people not talking about it, it's never going to be a topic. It's never going to be a thing. So I think that, like you said, we need to continue to talk about the topics. I don't like to push it, but I mean, somebody has to do it, you know. So I mean, I definitely think here is where we'll discuss things like that, and hopefully at some point it'll be normal for everybody to kind of like be like, oh, he's sexy. Just because he got a little extra fluff don't mean nothing, you know. So
more ounce to the bounce, darling.
Lizzo, I feel like Lizzo was trying to push those envelopes. She was showing up at the basketball game with her little cheeks out. She was doing all of these things.
Yeah.
And then she got shunned for whatever reason. I'm not really, you know, I don't kind of keep up, but I do know that there was a moment when Lizzo was trying to do it. She was trying to make this, you know, the norm. She was showing up unapologetically. And I think that, you know, whatever she went through, you know, forced her to kind of take to sit back a little bit, and it kind of quieted that noise. And I feel like, again, she was, you know, trying to
make
do
a statement.
part. Yeah, she was
like, and I agree, but I think also with that, it's like we'd say we want it until we see it. Because I mean, even I will say I'm one of the people that might have been like, okay, what does Lizzo got going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, just from a personal shunning, like, you know, her for doing her thing, which in actuality she was trying to make a statement. She was trying to say, if the other girls can come to the basketball game with their cheeks out, why can't I? You know, it was a couple of things she was trying to say, and I felt like we were okay. I'm gonna say for myself. I'm not gonna speak for everybody else on the panel. I was also like, what is she got going on this week? Like, my girl is going through it, but then it's also like that's what she was doing.
So I just feel like, first of all, when you think about the industry as a whole, I've always said this: women have always been pioneer and at the forefront. But when it comes to the men, it's really not that much. They're delayed. I'm just gonna say it like that. It's delayed, it's late, and it's tired, especially when we talk about the community as a whole, the gay community. And the gay community is so small. But I do feel like, T, now, I agree with you. They missed the mark. They missed the mark. The ballroom community is such a unique community, but it's also a big community, right? Ballroom has changed. I'm pretty sure a lot of the forefathers of ballroom and the pioneers of ballroom probably wouldn't even imagine what ballroom could be now. And it's like, y'all missed the opportunity, y'all missed the mark, even if it was just one, because that's all we need is just one representation to be like, okay, that he looked like me. Okay, I'm good. So I know now why. But because looking at it, I would be like, oh, I don't need to care about getting tested. It doesn't matter to me. Nobody on that stage looked like me. Nobody on that stage had a little stomach. Nobody on the stage, had some big old thighs. Ain't nobody had that. So
yeah, I agree.
Beautiful campaign, but I think they missed their mark. Sorry.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, like you said, Dave, what are you saying to the people that are of a bigger size? Like, we don't need to get tested. Like, are we not having sex? Like, is that not something, like that's kind of how it comes off when you're not including those people. Like, these are only people that are over here fornicating. These are only people that need to be worried about their status. These are the only people, in actuality, that's not true. So I agree. They did miss that mark.
And also, it's desirabilities for me. I think taking all of that as we wrap this conversation up, for me, when I saw it, I thought desirability, because as bigger people in our community, we're already considered to be undesired to the conventional gay. And then when you put something like this out there, it says, "Oh, I'll sleep with the fine man that got HIV that's undetectable, but I ain't doing that with no big girl because she don't take care of herself." We hear it, we've heard it. Things like the gay dating coach when that guy said, "Yeah, big guys they probably don't brush their teeth, they sloppy." Girl, where did you hear that at? Where did you? But when you see things like this, we're saying this is how you make things look appealing and continue to do the work for only that person or those type of people. Because now for the person that's sitting at home looking at this, oh damn, these are fine men. Yeah, they tested. So now when I go on Jacked and Grinder and we'll make sure Todd know what that stuff is like and dating sites, oh, we see each other. Yeah. When I go on there, I'm okay with saying, oh yeah, we can mess around with the fine man, but when the thicker boy, baby, you got to come with your A game because that's the only way I want you. So for me, it was also desirability and those unconscious things that we do because of a campaign that's so influential like such. So I appreciate your thoughts and opinions on that. And yeah, I agree with Ty. We have to commend those who are doing the work. That's why, when I do see deviant events, put that bigger person or put those bigger people out there. I'm proud of you for doing that. When I saw Carter Underwear finally getting with the wave, thank you for doing that. Because I remember Carter Underwear, I went off on Instagram one time. I said, they got a girl with a fake leg up here. They got a girl with vitiligo up here. They got a girl with, it was all type of people. There was
What they
no
had up there
big
for?
person. There was no big person. When I saw the fake leg, I said,
Not
okay,
one leg. Not one
y'all really.
Wait a minute now. Hold
I
it. You
still have
got
it
to
in my
run
phone
that back
somewhere.
for me. They have a girl. The Carter people had a girl with one leg.
I gotta go through my phone because I got, I don't erase no screenshots. They had a whole array of people, even one of them with a prosthetic leg. Somebody had vitiligo, somebody had this. It was such a beautiful rainbow
And
of people,
what did you
but there
say?
was no bigger.
in the comments. I know she was in the comments.
So for the listeners who don't know this, if you haven't noticed this by now, out of everybody that's on this stage, this is the most polarizing follower friend that you probably ever gonna follow. You probably done seen his name in the shade room.
In the
You probably done
comments.
seen his name in the neighborhood talk.
In every
Please, y'all.
comment. I'm not
Right.
playing.
At
I always
CNN, MSNBC,
She done
Politic
been in
News, all
Instagram
of the
video with
above, honey.
everybody I know. Okay. So
I
I
didn't
know
say
From
you
who
the
was
talking
my
100
about
days
favorite.
that
people.
Kamala had to run, the 100 days he had
Woo!
to
Woo.
get some together in the
He
comments.
now
Let me tell you,
he deserved the
that
paycheck because
time.
you worked for that campaign. You deserve the
I
Okay.
paycheck, friend.
did.
I
I
He was
did.
on
you
did.
he was on the clock, baby.
you was hollering for Kamala, honey. You was doing
I I looked at my stats the other day. I got so many likes between that time. It's insane. It's insane. Like 10,000 on one like on comment. Like I'm just saying what everybody should be saying. Okay, that's it. And when we talk about topics like these, I feel like it's 2024. We're going to 2025. Let's talk about it. Let's be real. And it's just one of those things. It's a lot to talk about. And I'm hopefully Vlogmas and the guests we're going to have this month, we can start having these diverse conversations, not just about body size, but about relationships with our cisgender sisters or our cis heterosexual brothers or our older gays and younger, younger. We need to start having these conversations. And the conversation doesn't always have to be about our differences, but sometimes it could be just having a conversation about what we like. And you figure out, hey, we are
Mhm,
not that far in between.
mhm, mhm.
So great,
I
great
agree.
conversation. I don't want to go too deep. It's time to shake it up a little bit and get a little heat going in the room. So, as you know, season 2, we started a new segment thanks to Von J. And Von J, what is the title of this segment, darling?
Are you ready for this jelly? I don't think you're
I don't
ready
think
for
you're ready
this
for
jelly.
this
I
jelly.
don't think
I
you're
don't think
ready.
you're ready.
Are you ready for the jelly? Oh, I
Oh.
don't know. Ty, you ready? I'm not ready. I don't know what this is. They doing some
I
new
am
things over here, honey. They
screaming.
done put up some new curtains and stuff. Ooh, wee.
I
Are
have
you
no
Ty,
ready
are
for the
clue.
you
jelly?
ready?
I'm ready.
I'm
Okay, so
ready.
in this segment, we're gonna give you some this or that questions, well, statements, and you'll just decide what fits you best, what is in your arena right now, however you want to, address the situation. I'll start off with some soft, couple of soft things, and then my co-host, she
Fight.
will dive into a little. But just to start off, we're gonna start off real slow. Thanksgiving or Christmas, favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Ooh.
Um, Small wedding or big elaborate wedding when it's time?
Drive-through wedding. Small wedding. I'm going smack through the drive-through.
I want to even dive into that. We'll dive into it afterwards. I'm just gonna go through these real quick. Documentary or rom-com?
Documentary.
You having more kids or CJ riding Dolo?
Gotta have another one.
All right. This one is one I really have. So everybody that is watching, Ty does a little content here and there. And this one is like, these are my top 2 photo shoots that she did recently. So I'm about to ask her what is her thoughts and which one she's gonna choose. So Richmond, when you was in the all black with the gold accents and the Balenciaga shoes, the black and gold glasses, or Waffle House shoes.
Well, I'm only gonna go.
These
I'm
are
only
standard.
gonna go Richmond because it was a moment for me. It was my first time kind of getting behind the camera. It was like I just cut my hair off. I was bald headed for the first time in front of the camera. It was like it was my moment.
You was what?
It was a moment for me. It was a moment like I probably cried.
It was your first time what?
Getting in front of the camera, bald head. Bald head, small head, like
bald head, small head. She gotta change her Instagram name.
Yeah, like I don't even want to be boobs and tattoos no more. That was my first time getting in front of the camera with no hair. Like I kept, you know what I mean? It wasn't nothing happening there. And again, it was just like my first time shooting alone, solo. I didn't have my models with me, and it was a moment for me. It was like a, all right, pull it together, take this shit off, let's go.
Yeah, I agree. That was one of my faves as well. I think that I would have chose that as well. And also, just when you posted the content, you had like a video. I mean, the video with your voice in the background, and I was just like, "Girl."
And that wasn't planned. That was just a simple me and
that.
Oh wow!
Brax, of course.
I wish I would have got.
And
I wish I would have recorded so I could have put it on here so we could look at it real quick. But that's all the questions that I have. I'm gonna let T-Nail dive into the spicy pieces.
Well, hello, darling.
Hello.
So really, you just can answer yes or no. If you don't want to answer it at all, you take a drink, darling. You ready?
I'm ready.
Missionary or doggy style?
Because I really like to be on top. I like to be in control. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to pick, I'm going. I don't know. I probably missionary because I want to be able to. You know what I mean? Hold me.
You like the eye contact and stuff like
Like I can.
Which one you think is better, gay or straight porn?
Ooh.
Lesbian. If I'm watching porn, I'm probably gonna see some lesbians. Like don't get me. I'm not necessarily going searching and because I got content here. I got content already. You know what I mean? However, if I have to, then it's probably going to be some girls.
Favorite artist to have sex to?
I hate to
Girl,
say
yourself.
Some Trey songs. I feel like he get
804.
But we just, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm just at this age where I always get to turn the stuff on, and it's just time is, you know what I mean? And we got to go to work, and it's like just, you know what I mean?
Just do
So it's safe to say the neighbors know your name.
Yeah, I hate to, you know what I mean? My neighbor probably cannot stain us in the morning, hanging out.
Well, speaking of the morning, I guess to kind of answer the next question: morning sex or night sex?
We just talked about this morning. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah,
Every night he's like, let's go have fun. Let's go bounce around. Child, we get that there. I ain't never seen nothing like it. I have never seen nothing like it. Like straight to sleep. Wake up.
I mean, slumber, because it's nighttime. It's time to go to bed.
Yeah, nighttime is it do be time to go to bed. And I be planning like we about to hang out. We both looking good. You look good. I'm looking good. Like you know what I mean? Like we plan it. We always come on, let's leave early because we about to go hang out. Child, it never works out. So the morning. It
must be nice to be just get in the morning and just go, honey.
Yeah, then the rest of the day is like I don't have no problem about my day.
Yeah, it's like working out in the morning. It's a great feeling, huh?
Yeah, the day be thrown off. Like my day is thrown off if you know what I mean. Like what?
When a girl says she likes to have morning sex and she's on the phone with 3 gays, and we all looking like, baby,
y'all don't have
we
morning
wish
sex?
we could.
Oh, I
We
do.
do, but we just can't jump right into it all the time.
Oh, y'all gotta. It's a
Yeah.
whole little thing.
It takes a little
You know,
preparation. Mhm.
we gotta
Oh,
get
There's a
okay.
ready.
preparation
So y'all
involved.
at nighttime? Y'all nighttime hanging out? Y'all hanging out at night?
I'm anytime, but it just takes preparation. You have to be
No
prepared.
matter what time of day it is, it's gonna take preparation.
It's
But
gonna
yeah.
take preparation.
I've had only like
So,
one or two
so
moments
does
where I
that
woke up
mean
the
that
next morning.
the
I'm like, we're
preparation is
good.
easier at night?
Yeah,
It's
you
I'm
easier
better
to
sorry.
prepare,
prep.
honey.
Say that one more time for me, Ty.
So are you saying that it's easier to like get ready at night because the lights are out or what?
Not necessarily easier, but I would say it's probably more realistic because your day is over, so you can kind of just do your thing and clean up and go on about your business. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
the
and then
answer.
the morning
Good
time is when
answer. Good
the
answer.
day
We on
before
Family
comes to
Feud.
hunt
Good
you.
answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Gotcha.
morning time is when the last day come and get you. So you usually the morning time takes a little longer for people like me. Especially when
Hmm.
you're
Okay.
trying to eat healthier. I don't know if y'all saw that video of that gay guy. He was like, try to eating healthier. And the mornings are different for me. Because when you eating better, your body definitely knows it. So
Hey,
we
yeah,
wish
okay.
we could. So kudos to you in that morning sex, darling. And
Okay.
kudos to you in the small weddings. There, I think all of y'all want small. No, Dave, you want small wedding?
I don't even know if I want a wedding, but yeah.
Oh,
I definitely want to drive through. I
I
had like
am very surprised by that, Ty. I
I mean,
honestly,
I do.
truly, I
what you
I
just
mean
want
drive
y'all to
through?
come. I want everybody to come to Vegas, and I want it to be a drive-through moment. And we're gonna get suites. We're gonna get VIP everywhere. We're gonna be doing all of the things. But I just don't want to spend a whole lot of money on a ceremony, surrounded by people who I haven't spoken to in a long time. My family and
Same.
I feel like a lot of people would be. My mother, everybody would encourage me and force me to invite people who I really just don't necessarily feel should
Same.
experience this moment with us.
Same.
So I'm just like I like money, so I really would rather spend it going on a vacation for a month
Same.
than to
Oh wow.
house a lot of people who I don't necessarily care for. But I'm like I love shindigs, so I do want to have like I want to have something quick and easy. I do want to be fly as fuck. I want that. I don't care what we like. It's gonna do all of the things. The pictures are
huh.
gonna do all of the things. And I do want to have a celebration when we get back like with the fam. I want
Okay.
everybody to come out, but it's going to be very much cookout. It's going to be very much outdoors. It might be
Chopper
a little
style.
cute. Like we're gonna have a DJ and we're gonna keep it moving. It's not gonna. We're never gonna have to use the word wedding because I know when you use
Yeah.
that word wedding, the price goes up. I probably won't have a cake. Like
Mm.
I'm just. It don't make. I hate to say it. It has never made me warm and fuzzy inside.
Hmm.
Mm.
Like some people, even when I go to weddings, I'm still like, this is so beautiful. But I never
So
got in the
beautiful.
car and said to myself,
Mhm.
I have to do
I
this.
gotta have that. Hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, I used to say that, but I feel like the older I get, the more I be like, oh, I can do something less. Like it don't have to be all these people. Like it will only to me, it will only be the people that's an integral part of our relationship. No shade. Like I love all of the people down that I know, honey. Y'all are cool. We had a good time. But if you haven't been here with me when I've been going up and down and round and around with this relationship, we ain't. What are you coming here for? You don't even know him. He don't even know you. I haven't met. So that's where I am with that. But that's current.
I
The more I
can't
hear
wait.
about that, we got to talk a little bit more about that. I like that. I like that. That going to
2025.
Vegas and
I said
everybody
at
come.
this point,
We
I
get
need a
sections. And I could pay for the sections. We just shop, just show up.
we standing on
That's
all the
cute.
tickets. We're doing all of the
That's
things.
cute.
We're gonna have a big suite. Everybody's gonna come out with my family. I want us all to rent like cars to be in a drive-through, and everybody's kind of like, I have this vision of my wedding, but it's definitely, it's gonna be fun for everybody. Everybody's gonna have
That's time. That's
time.
Can't
time.
wait, darling.
Yeah, black and
Can't
white. Everybody
wait.
wearing black and white, and we just go mob out. We
Oh,
gonna
very vintage looking. Yes.
yes, yes,
I
yes,
love that.
Me
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Feeling
too.
aesthetic.
Oh, let me go
Well,
ahead and start
what
saving
you
my coins now.
Please,
yeah.
y'all please come, please come.
Because the girls are moving on,
I
honey.
was talking about it one
Well,
day. My friend said, "Oh, you are engaged." I said, "No, he haven't proposed yet, but I planned the wedding already. Like
I have plans.
I have plans. No, he has not proposed, but I'm just
I
making
think
sure.
most of us have prepared our
I
minds
am a
for
forward
whatever.
thinker.
Yeah, I just want to
Yeah.
make sure everybody's on point when the time comes.
Correct.
And what made you
Absolutely.
say no wedding, Dave? That's new.
I just think very much so similar to what Ty and Vaughn is saying. Like the older I get, is the more I'm like, I don't know. I just don't see it the traditional way that I've always seen it before. And don't get me wrong, I've definitely thought about it, but I don't know. The older I get, is the more I'm like more so concerned about, can we get the partner first? before we even get there. And I'm all for the manifestation of it all. And again, like Ty said, I'm gonna be fly. It's gonna be love. It's gonna be a good time. But I don't know if I see this big grand ballroom reception, traditional kind of thing. So we'll see. We'll see.
Well, we know you stuck in your ways, honey. We know what you want, honey. The
Oh, we already know what it's giving.
big cathedral.
And I'm gonna live through. I'm gonna live through you, Cinderella. So go ahead.
Okay, when your time comes, honey, I will be there with my nice tucks on, honey. I will be doing all of the things. But for me, in my house,
What you
we're gonna
doing?
chill.
You want to chill?
What I'm gonna do,
Mhm.
it's gonna be very chill. Like if I do wedding, it's gonna be very like 100 people max, 50 to 100 people max.
Ooh, child.
And that's it. Like, and that's including bridal party. That's not just
100 people is a lot.
that's including bridal party. Like 50 to 100. Because I mean, my family is big, so it's like when you think about bringing family, it's like, oh, okay, like, but 50 to 100 max, and we're gonna party. For sure, it's the biggest part is partying. I'm not care. I don't really care about that wedding, that venue being. We go, girl. We're gonna go party. We're gonna have us a good time. Then we will go to the after party. We'll get a bottle. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna go the next day. We're gonna go to brunch. And you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a weekend. Yeah, it's gonna be a cute thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
What about you,
kudos
TJ?
to you girls.
You didn't. You
Not
don't want to
kudos.
Big cathedral ceilings,
I just want to have a
windows.
lot of money. Yes, I want a very
Yeah,
much
same.
stained glass. I want stained glass windows,
Okay.
cathedral. I want great tuxedos, big florals. I
Mm.
want very moment. I want a big reception,
Mm.
huge red carpet moment.
No
I
budget.
want
No budget.
I want people to walk away from my wedding and say, "Bitch, they better stay married for 50 years after that," because we are.
Okay.
We are. And it's possible that that wedding just may be my 50th birthday by myself, but that's okay.
Don't say that.
It's okay.
This fool.
I'm just saying. I have to rate these people.
No, it's
I'm
gonna
going
be your
to.
wedding, and you're gonna be able to afford all of those things. You're gonna have you're gonna be a
Oh,
huge
I was
name
always
at
going to
some
be
point.
afford it.
And I mean, the girls afford weddings now, honey. But it might be a credit card maxed out here. It might be a credit card maxed out there. But they gonna make it happen. But I'm saying you're gonna be able to pay for it, as in you won't have to worry about nothing else.
Oh, yeah.
Your funds will be cleared
Mm.
The only
without
thing
having
that
to max out any cards, anything. You're gonna be a
the
household
only
name,
thing I
so
can say has
therefore,
changed would be probably the number of people. I would say, like at one point, I was like, "Oh yeah, no, I would love a big invite everybody, invite the who's who." Now I'm probably more like, yes, I want a very elaborate wedding. I want a big wedding when you talk about content, but no, I'm fine with making it short.
200
It's the
people.
150 people.
No,
It's probably
200.
50 people.
yeah, probably 200. Yeah, because my
200.
birthday
TJ
party is
knows
next
You know
July.
100
too.
people.
You know
I
too
was
many
jotting down
people.
names. I was jotting down names for my 30th next year, and I'm like, 150 is probably what we're looking at.
That's
That's a
crazy.
lot.
And for
I
you to
know
think that
that's insane.
you can scale it down to 150 people for a wedding is absolutely insane. You can
That's
barely
what I'm
scale
like.
your own event to
Unfortunately,
150. So how can you scale a wedding with
yeah,
another significant other, their family, their friends to
yeah.
150?
I hope
I
I
would
get
love to
with
see
somebody
it.
who knows what
200, Dave.
happened.
225.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
saying minimum 200. That's what I'm getting at.
Whatever. No need to
Minimum.
dwell. Find me the man first. But anywho, speaking of keeping it real, keeping it small. I want to touch on these quick topics before we dive into the main subject for our good talk. So hot topics really quick because there are some interesting things going on, and I just want to tic tac real quick. Um, P Diddy's son was recently served papers allegedly for a lawsuit where a crew member from a boat that he was on in 2022 says that P Diddy's son tried to force her to give him fellatio.
Which
She
son?
tried to
Oh, this one. Okay.
Christian.
The
Yeah.
twin.
So also it alleges that he forced her to drink, and she thinks something was in the drink. Now this is one of the very first lawsuits against anybody but P Diddy and his family, and it's already quite interesting because they won't reveal who she is by like looks. They released her name, but we don't know what she looks like. We don't know how old she is. There are a lot of questions to this story because he was also accompanied on this boat by numerous young people. So these were not big influential people on this boat. So it's kind of like, now, girl, why you wait till now? This wasn't like a boat of P. Diddy and all these. It was P. Diddy, the son, and some college and high school friends. Like, it gave that, and some girls were on the boat apparently. And there are people in the comments like, oh, I don't remember that happening. I was there. My sister was there. This, and then apparently the person that owns the company, the boat company, also is saying that that didn't happen. So it'll be interesting to see how all this unfolds. So that was a hot topic. I'm gonna run through these, then we'll just tap on them. The next hot topic, Joe Biden. Baby, Joe Biden said, fuck y'all. I'm gonna do what I want to do. And he pardoned his son at the end of his presidency. Now, Joe Biden pardoned Hunter Biden. As many of you know, Hunter Biden is known for a lot of things. One of the biggest things people accuse him of is being a drug addict, financial crimes, confidentiality issues, all of these things. But Joe Biden said, you know what? I don't trust the judicial system that we're about to get. I don't trust who's about to be the president. So I'm going to get my son out of here, and I'm going to get him out of here. And America, some of America say, Joe, that's right. We're about to have a convicted felon as a president. Other people are saying you shouldn't have done that. Miss Jasmine Crockett, who we both know who's over top of the oversight committee, had something to say, and I want to play that clip really quick about what she had to say.
I will say, way to go, Joe. Let me be the first one to congratulate the president for deciding to do this, because at the end of the day, we know that we have a 34-count convicted felon that is about to walk into the White House. So for anyone that wants to clutch their pearls now because he decided that he was going to pardon his son, I would say take a look in the mirror. Because we also know that when it comes to this cabinet has more people accused of sexual assault than any incoming cabinet probably ever in the history of America. So we are living in unprecedented times, and we know that this was completely political. As someone who serves on the oversight committee, this was gamesmanship the entire time.
So that was Miss Jasmine Crockett. Many of you may know her. She is a very outspoken, well-spoken, educated, not scared of you, oversight committee personnel, and also a House of representative for the United States of America. Another hot topic that we're going to run through, R&B pop artist Khalid was recently outed by a former lover who was a content creator by the name of Hugo. Can we get a picture of Hugo and Khalid, please, so that people can see what they look like? So Hugo outed Khalid, saying that Khalid has been going around the industry and around their close circle, saying that Hugo broke into his home, stole items, committed these crimes. And Hugo is saying that never happened. So he said he was tired of the allegations, he was tired of the whispers, and he decided to post this picture and other content of him and Khalid's relationship. Khalid decided to take the high road, I guess you say, as a DL messy man, and say, oh, well, it is what it is. I am what I am. It doesn't change anything. This person we dated 4 years ago, he never denied. I don't think people really want to talk about this. He never denied what Hugo was saying about the allegations of Hugo burglarizing his home, which is interesting. But that is a hot topic right now because Khalid also announced that he has a new song coming out with Normani after the scandal. So everybody's like, well, wait a minute, that's kind of convenient that this song is coming out. So people are like, oh, was this all a part of the ploy? What does this mean? And also it has stirred a conversation in the queer community and the DL community about DL messiness and DL things. Also, speaking of DL, another hot topic in the country over the last 2 weeks was in Greensboro, North Carolina, where a trans woman by the name of Coco lost her life from her former lover, who was a football coach and community member, Jeremy Reynolds, in Greensboro, North Carolina. It is alleged that Mr. Jeremy killed her after she expressed that she no longer wanted parts with him. She did not want to be with him. He had a girlfriend. She was growing. She wanted to do better. Allegedly, he called her over to the home to have a conversation, and he killed her at his home. He is incarcerated. I don't think he's been convicted of anything, but that is a hot topic. And lastly, I want to say I don't have the proof. I don't have the evidence right now because it just came out maybe like a couple of hours ago. But if you all can remember, there was a death of a young gay man in Alabama a couple of months ago while he was visiting family. I think it was Labor Day weekend, actually, visiting family in Alabama with his boyfriend, and he somehow passed. They had his boyfriend and him on a ring camera running. The boyfriend wasn't to be found. He was in Atlanta. They were a part of a very well-known throuple. If y'all do not remember this, we talked about it with a light-skinned guy, brown-skinned guy with the locks. He passed. They were well-known in Atlanta. Well, today, the light-skinned boyfriend that everybody thought was the high suspect and the one that did it made a post expressing how much a grievance he's been in and he did not do it and how much love that they shared. And that has also raised questions because the police has not arrested anyone. There are no open warrants. There's no open investigation on him. So now people are saying, well, maybe he didn't do it. Who did it? So those are your hot topics. Govern yourselves accordingly if you want to touch on anything.
I don't think I have anything that I want to really discuss particularly.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Khalid and Hugo one is a little bit touchy for me. But other than that, I mean, I'll feed off of y'all.
Only because you're mentioning that, I guess this is a question that I have. Is he, if it's true, is he wrong for say, or I guess letting the public know who he truly is, or his
Outing him.
sexuality? Like, yeah, is that still frowned upon, or do you feel like that was his right or his business too? Like, it was the boy's business to be able to say that. Is it a secret? Like, is it a secret? Are you supposed to be able to come out when you want? How does that go? Because around my family, I wouldn't make it one Sunday. Sunday dinner over fried chicken and rolls. My family would be
Ty did this, and the third. Correct.
I don't know how that goes. But I do know, like.
So this is my only take. You know what it was when you signed up. I mean, for me, I agree that, it becomes a time where it's like it starts to get hard. You can't really post your lover, blase. And then to add on top of that, they're talking junk about you or making bad mouthing your name. So now you feel like you have to defend yourself. In order to defend yourself, these are the things that you're going to do. And it's like, to me, I wouldn't do it. I don't think it's my business because I've also been on that side where I just was like, not necessarily DL, but I nobody knew I was gay. So like wouldn't want anybody to come and say, "Oh, Von's gay," and tell my family my business. Like I wouldn't want that. So I think that it's a little much for me, but Dave,
So
T-Nail.
this is how I feel. We're talking about an industry where gay people just ain't came out now. Gay people been a part of the industry for however long it's been, whatever, right? However long there's been Hollywood, there's always been that. So there is something called a non-disclosure agreement. Why you didn't just set that up? Why we didn't do that? If we would have did that, his ass would have been sued. Now I'm not saying that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm the appropriate person to say that's the right thing to do. That's the wrong thing to do. What it feels very much so now, and I just have to say what the semantics look like. You got this song coming out, this collaboration coming out with Normani. You made a statement, but you haven't talked anything else about it. So everything just feels a little calculated. And the boy now has apologized and said that, he handled the conflict really wrong and that he was in a state of psychosis and he's really working on going to therapy. Oh, shut that all up. All of that shit is just, it makes the story feel like manufactured and almost like, okay, we needed to pay attention to Khalid so that he's having this song with Normani. Like, I don't know.
It's three
It's
songs
hard.
actually.
See what I'm saying? It's hard to have this sympathy for this young man and just be like, oh my God, poor is him. I don't know. I don't really,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. I
That's what
just
I'm
feel
gonna say.
like it's hard
So
because like you see how they treated Lil Nas X. So Lil Nas X, he came out, everybody thought he was straight. He was doing Old Town Road, boom, 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 boom. Everybody jamming to the music. Then the boy come out and he's gay, and now all of a sudden, like, oh, his music whack. Like, why he's still here? I mean, it's so many things. So I feel like
that music
if
is whack.
that would have been if that was his way of saying like I just feel like he shouldn't have been outed. Like I feel
I
like in
will
this industry he
say,
had to hide for so long. If he wanted to do that, he should have came out himself. But like you said, they could have been a situation of they plotted to do this or whatever. We don't know. But I feel like either way, he should have had control of his own story.
I will say, as someone who has dabbled with DO men a lot in my lifetime, there is a difference. If you are watching this on your camera, I mean on your TV or on your phone, I want you to zoom in on my face. There is a difference between a DO man and a messy DO man. I don't think protection goes with messy DO men. So let's say these allegations were actually true. And Khalid, you were going around telling people that Hugo broke into your home and he stole items, and you are now putting yourself in mess. Because let's be honest, if you were telling me that, girl, I'd be like, well, how you know you live at? I'm already questioning what was going on. So for me, there is a difference, and the protections are different. When you're talking about a regular DL man that minds his business, he lives his DL lifestyle, and you signed up to be a part of that. Yeah, protect him. You don't get to out him because he said he done with you. You don't get to out him because you mad he didn't spend a holiday with you. You don't get to out him because you called and he didn't answer. Those are those unknown social contracts that you deal with a DL man, bitch. When he died, unfortunately, no, you cannot go cry over the casket. No, you cannot. And I've had to do that too, bitch. You got to sit at home and watch Wilkinson or Bland right on the fucking television to keep it moving. That's what you got to do. Okay. But as far
Jesus.
as when you have a man that's messy and a part of some foolishness, not just that, we look like we talked about the Greensboro guy. You went and killed somebody because she didn't want to be with you no more. Nobody knew your business. Now you are going to jail for killing your trans lover. Nobody had to know that. So now people were in those comments saying, "Oh, y'all need to stop saying he gay. His daughter gonna have to see this." Unfortunately, he built that bed when he decided to kill somebody because they did not want to be with him out of his DL lifestyle. So those are the things I say. Mess changes protections. So yeah, I might have knew what I was getting myself into dating a DL man, but on the flip side, Khalid knew what he was doing when he dated a risky ass content creator that also has, this is not his first relationship, being a fool about. Let's be very transparent about that because the DL men love to go after the loudest
And he's an
girls in
artist
the
too.
community. Even on a local level, Ty, and I know we can all relate, DL men will pick the craziest girls to fuck with. And you would be like, girl, why she mess with her?
And then you
This is
confused
true.
and get messy. Yeah.
This
You
is
know,
true.
so that's what I gotta say about that one.
I do want to tap another hot topic. I don't even know why it's a hot topic, to be honest with you. If you ask me, you waited too damn long, Joe Biden. Your son should have been pardoned. That's what he should have been. He should have been pardoned. So ain't nobody really upset about that over here. I don't know who's upset. Whoever's upset, oh well. Because we
And he
about to be
shouldn't have said
upset
he
for the
wasn't
next
gonna
4
do it.
years.
I think that's
Yeah.
the bigger issue because he said he wasn't gonna step in. He shouldn't have said nothing. He should have cleared his name and kept it moving. Like that's your son. It's a privilege that he has. That you know what I mean. Like we all wish we could play a part, or
Yeah.
have a piece of the real American dream.
Let me tell
Okay,
you something.
having a
On
family that you
January
wipe
6th,
stuff away.
2021, when them people went up there and did what they did, I would have been like, let me pardon him right now.
Yeah,
That's exactly when I would have pardoned
true,
him. He would
true.
have been pardoned January 7th,
But
2021, if you ask me.
it's
That's just
definitely a
me.
political. It was definitely a political move, and I kind of get it, but I also kind of get Joe Biden because I think for people like him, it was like, oh, I think we got the next election, we'll be fine. I don't think America will vote Donald Trump back in again. So we also have to look at who we're voting back in office, who says I got this vendetta against anybody that was ever against me, including the Bidens, including all these people. So no, I'm not about to leave my son in jail and y'all trump him with some extra charges or y'all try to get him pinned in and do some crazy stuff. Because that, just like the celebrity world, that political world is crazy. It's some crazy shit that happens.
We
And
all
our
watch
producer will tell
Scandal.
you. Our
Okay.
producer, he works with those people closely and he will tell you. So I get it on both ends, but ain't nobody worried. Okay. Well, those are the hot topics for today. We will definitely divulge more if you're following us on Instagram at Thique Talk Podcast. These stories will be posted this week, so we would love to hear what you got to say. But
Yes. Tap, tap, tap
to
in.
dive a little further as we are coming to almost the end of our segments, but to get into a discussion about
Already.
gay friends, about having gay friends with Ty. And we want to talk about how's your perception of gay men change as you become an adult, as you become more in the fashion industry and more in the cosmetic world. We also interested to see how has your perception of having gay friends while you're in a relationship change, and what does that look like for you? But we do have a clip we want to play to introduce this topic for those of you who are watching.
Ever holds when black women are accountable. We don't have women on the show say, oh, because black women and LGBT, we have this alliance or whatever the case is. But a lot of the rhetoric that black women say towards black men is very homophobic and nobody calls them out for that. So you could openly just say, well, y'all gay, this, that, and the third, even though they not gay. And y'all swear every black man is secretly gay, which is not a fact. There's no data to prove that just because a man doesn't automatically see you and want to spend money on you, then, oh, he must be gay.
Okay, so let's start with that's why we got to stop giving everybody a mic. We
Mm.
got to letting people plug that little thing into the thing and then start recording because I don't know. I'm just not one of them. So maybe that's probably why I'm looking with my head to the side. Like, what is he talking about? I don't know if it's because I'm older. I'm not a part of this new generation. Like that whole concept to me just went over my head because I'm like, what is he talking about? I can't relate, but I am,
Yeah.
I am me. So I don't know how other girls may feel. Just because men do certain things, I don't just yell, you're gay. I have gay family, I have gay girlfriends, I have gay guy friends. So I'm probably not too interesting when it comes to the whole gay friend concept, because a friend is a friend, a person is a person. And I just feel like we're all equally, the same. It helps the world go around. And I have never, like, I can't even, like, none of it crosses my mind. I feel like it's normal to me. Like, it's just life. I don't judge. I don't care. I don't know. Like, I have a gay cousin and I have gay friends who I've been friends with since middle school. And, like, I can't, I don't have much to say. Like, I feel like they are simply people, and I don't see any difference in them. Only difference is my gay guy friends, I can get naked in front of them and they are not thinking about me. And I don't have a problem with it. My gay girlfriends, they in the moment, I'm your girlfriend. I need you to get me out of this. Get me out of this. We are together. I go with you. I'm together. You know what I mean? Like, those are the privileges of having gay friends. And I feel like my gay friends are the funniest friends ever. Like, I don't have any judgments. I can't be.
So yeah, Ty's probably not going to be the best person for this conversation.
Yeah.
And I'll go first because I'm probably the newbie in terms of meeting you. When I met you, it felt like you were my cousin, you were my sister. You just were immediately someone that I just immediately clicked with. And that's probably because of just your spirit and who you are as a person. So it never even crossed my mind to be like, oh, I don't know if she's gonna like me or whatever the case may be. That just wasn't what it was. So, I came in the room and I was like, hey, big titties, what's going on? Like, and that's just what it was. And,
okay, so
we were friends from
I
then.
yeah, I agree. I think my interpretation of the video was more so from a perspective of when in conversation and just like times where a guy does something, say eat a hot dog. You know how they've been talking about all these topics these days. I think it's more from that perspective of just like, how women have been calling them gay for smoking hookah and just so many little things that the straight guys get catch strays for. I feel like that's more so where he was coming from, not necessarily like he's a gay man, type of thing. So I think
I don't know.
The only thing
I think that a guy can do that's kind of feminine to me is argue with their woman on the internet. Like, I don't like that. I think that is like, you save that for the crib. You are too in your emotion right now. Like, do not do that. I don't like. That's the only thing that makes me feel like I don't like. It's still not gay. I just don't like that for a man. Like, I don't care about a man eating a lollipop, a banana, a glizzy. Like, that's not fair. That is so sad that a man got his stuff up when he trying to eat a glizzy. Like, cut it out.
Sad. He got to break the hot dog instead of biting it. Like, it's insane.
It's stupid. Like, it's just stupid.
It's hello. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. My man, if he want to eat a hot dog, go and eat a hot dog. I don't eat
hot dog.
You know what I mean? I don't care. I don't look at him like, why are you eating a glizzy? I think, again, that is the new generation, and I can't police it because I can't understand half of it. I don't even understand what they be talking about. I be going right.
Yeah, I agree.
I will ask you this, and this is something I've even asked my good girlfriends. How do you reassure your friends in your friendship? How do you say, or have you ever had to say, like, I got you? Or
my
been in
friends,
an uncomfortable
my regular friends.
Your gay friends. Like, have you ever been in
I take up for them.
Because it happens,
I beat people up. I cuss people out. Like, they my real friend. And that's what I always like. Just for example, my friend Tyree, like, she's a gay girl, and every time I introduce her, I'd be like, no, this is my real friend. So don't say nothing stupid. Like, no, this is my real friend. You know, you like to call people friends and sister and this and that. No, this is my real friend. And I don't play about her. So don't say nothing crazy because we don't play about each other. And that's just, it's very normal. We have that conversation. And I feel like I'm like that about anybody that I care about and that I think care about me. I don't.
This is true.
Yeah, it's just like, these my people. These my people. I don't. I'm
and that's one of the things I love about you. Like, I don't feel like I be second guessing when I'm around you. I feel like anytime I'm around Ty, I feel like I'm good. Like, wherever I am. Of course, I have my own internal things that I'm always trying to, muscle up a little bit, let niggas know I'm not one to be played with. But, when I'm around you, I always feel like, Ty got me. Like, Ty cool. Ty gonna make me feel included. Ty gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always one of those things with you. Like, And it's crazy because it was so natural with you, whereas some people you just have to think like, how do they, when the topic comes up on me, and with anybody that they're with, how do they really secure me when I'm not there, or how do they talk about me when I'm not there? And it's crazy that we have to think that way, but it's a reality of like sometimes as good as friends we are, everybody don't have your back when you're not in the room. Like everybody not going to bat for you or your community. I'm sorry.
It's the same way they talk about other people to you. So if they talk about other people to you who you was like, dang, I thought y'all was cool. It's the same way they talk about. It's not a gay thing.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's just a character flaw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're talking about somebody that's and you feel like, dang, but I thought y'all was cool. And the way they speak about them, that's the same exact way they speak about you. It has nothing to do with your sexuality at all. It has nothing to do with you at all.
Yeah.
Technically, it's an insecurity and a character flaw. And you have to, again, like I feel like people are just gonna be people, and we have to accept them for who they are. And it's just like, okay, you know what I mean? Like it's okay. It's certain things I won't do or say around you because I know the type of person you are, and that's fair. And that's fair.
Have you ever had to hold your gay friends accountable, specifically male gay friends accountable, for any out of the way comments or out of the line moments?
Not really. Again, I come from a very brutally honest family. So my family say some really, like, I'm thinking about Thanksgiving. Like my family say, my gay cousins say some crazy stuff. You hear me? Oh my God! Like, can you please cut it out? But we just have to. Ping pong. You go, I go. You go, I go.
Correct.
I got time. Now I got to make time for you because you sitting here thinking you gonna do all of that and say whatever. No, because everybody in here can joke.
Okay.
So it's never.
That's what I like about you.
It's never nothing personal. It's all love. Like, and at the end of the day, we all gonna have to pick up our drink, cheers, shots. You done? Because my grandma looking at us like we doing too much.
Right.
As in the clear, we all fam.
I don't know. Like,
we all fam.
What's something that's inappropriate that people, I guess, what is something they shouldn't do? Like, I guess, what? Give me an example.
I mean, I think it just depends. I think it depends. And I have a lot of girlfriends, and I have a lot of girlfriends that are influential. I consider you and LaShawn and Kim and all the people that I'm friends with. They have businesses, and I've noticed that me and my good girls are on here are good girls, but I've noticed that they may run into some gays that are there just to take advantage of the moment. And I'd be like, baby, I see you. Okay, that's why I've been being home. Because I'd be like, I need to be there for some of this stuff because I need to be looking like, what's she doing?
You don't bring them around. We don't bring them around. We don't include them. They're not. You're not invited. You cannot sit at the table. You cannot. I can. You just how you can sense it. I think that some people can, and some people need to do a better job or have better people around them who can navigate those spaces. But for me, it's like I know who there. I know who's real. I know who ain't. And that's the pleasure, or that's a privilege I have from, when you come from where I come from, you know what I mean? Like, that's one of the things that I'm grateful to have. Again, whether it's me or the people around me can tell me whether or not this person can sit here.
But unfortunately, there are some people that have not lived to the dream of being a gay best friend. I always joke with my friends, my besties, like, baby, I love being on GBF because it's a pleasure. It's an honor for me a lot of times because I have friends that are not afraid to say, oh, whenever I meet a man, you're going to be the first one to meet him. Whenever I meet a man, if y'all don't vibe, I'm not doing it because I trust you to be somebody that's a kind-hearted person. So if y'all can get along, it's more than likely a problem with him. And if you can't get along with my brother or my friend, then I don't know how that's going to work. I have friends that are okay with me watching their kids and babysitting because I had that struggle. When I first came out, I had a family member like, hey, I love you, but I would never let you babysit my kid.
Right. That's the thing.
But I know who you let babysit your kid last week that was smoking weed in the room. Make that make sense. Yeah, if I babysit, we go to Chuck E. Cheese. I'm going to tire her ass out. We get to bed. We can do the right thing because I was raised right. And so I had to even, go through that. So having friends that just don't give a fuck about any of that and having family that don't care, it definitely makes a difference having the pleasure of being the gay best friend, the gay best cousin, the gay best nephew, My aunties love their gay nephew, and I think it's so hilarious.
Same.
I even think for me that, I've been so blessed to have the tribe of women around me that sometimes they wear me out. Sometimes I'd be like, I don't want to be it. I don't want to do it because they literally hold me to such a standard that,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? They're like, they like you, David's gonna do this, David's gonna take care of me, David's gonna do it. So it's like the expectation of what it is to quote unquote be a man, that never was a thing. Like they treat me like a king, you know what I'm saying? Because I've always treated them like the queens that they are. So it's just a mutual respect for each other. They have invited me to any and everywhere. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to go. Like, I don't want to come with you to go get your waxes. Like, I really don't want to do that. That's not something I want to do. But I appreciate that you feel safe enough to have me around. You know what I mean? So again, I hear what the man in the video is talking about. It's just something that I think all of us on this stage, we're really lucky, fellas. We're really blessed to say that we really haven't had that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I've had a hiccup or two, but those people weren't meant to be in my life regardless. So the people who's in my life now, that's my tribe. That's the people that I'm rocking with. So again, I don't know. I haven't had. Again, those are one of those things that for me as a quote unquote gay man, I haven't struggled with. I think I found like my women, the women in my life have been really strong protectors. Like my sister do not play about me. My best friends do not play about me. And it's a blessing. It feels good to know that, I got people that genuinely have my back and I have theirs. So
Yeah.
yes,
And
kudos to that.
I think you made a good point out on as we are closing things out. I do want to bring this because we've been asking Ty questions about her relationship to gays, but I do want to bring something that we all kind of complain about or gripe about every now and then. Is that sometimes with our girlfriends, I be having to remind them, baby, I'm not your man.
Oh,
Okay,
please.
let's put a halt on that moment. Because sometimes you be like, damn girl, I'm trying to be you too. Okay,
Wear me
so because
out.
when you have so many girlfriends, they want you to be at everything. They want you to do this. I have some friends. I remember one time. Oh, I know I'm gonna get killed for this because they just got involved for the last episode. We were in Atlanta on a trip with our friends, and of course we were much younger. Me and Vaughn are in the bed, child. We are like, child, we tired. We trying to rest. It's early in the morning. It's about 4 or 5 girls. They come downstairs like, we want to go to the store. We want to go to the bank and to the ATM and to the store. Okay, girls, 9 o'clock in the morning. Y'all walk to the store and walk to the ATM. They were like, no, y'all need to come with us. Y'all are the boys. Girl, we're resting. We're
We
in
are
the bed.
tired.
We're tired. And they
We're
were
not
really looking at
going.
us like, I
We're not
said,
going.
Vaughn, these girls got me fucked up. They think I'm their man, girl. I'm laying in the bed.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that was our first trip together, so I was like a little caught off guard. I think only because like my other friends didn't require that, so I think I was like, whoa, like y'all need me to walk, but I don't mind walking because I'm a gentleman, like and that's just how I operate, and I don't mind making sure that the people that I'm with is safe. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know, y'all. This topic is a little weary for me because I'm gonna make sure my girls are good, honey. Regardless, I take my girls' luggage out of their bags when they come to my house. I roll their luggages in here. I make sure that they're not doing the
So
heavy
good.
lifting. I do all of that for my friends. So
Well, I will
All of
say
that.
that's just
Vaughn will go
me.
out
Hold
of
on,
the
Vaughn.
Vaughn will
Hold the
always do
line.
more for his girlfriends than he do for me, and I always have to get him for that. I'd be like, girl, you do a whole lot. One day I went to my grandma's house, he was lifting tables and stuff. I said, well, girl, you never did that at my house.
But Vaughn, that's not the
Because
question
at
Tiki
some
now
point I have to be
posed.
a damsel. I mean, when can I be a girl? I can only be a girl around y'all. So
No,
therefore,
no, 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 no,
when
no, 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 no,
when
no.
the real fish is in the
That
room, we have to act appropriately.
that's not the question. I think the question is, and Vaughn don't want to say it, but the question is, has there ever been a time when you've been like, girl, I don't want to be a gentleman? And
My
I
cousin
think
do
Not
it
that's
all
all
the
he's
time.
really.
asking.
My
Not
cousin would
really.
do it all the time. No, I'm not doing
For
it.
real.
No, I'm
He
not. I'm not.
not.
Well, I can say it's times where it's like, little things, but not necessarily like when it comes to like the things I just named. I don't think so. Like, but other than that, no. But I also am one of those people where I'm in a season of figuring out how I can show up for people without overextending myself. And I
Mm,
tend to do that a lot. So that could be a reason, Dave, that I don't never say, "Oh, that's too much for me, girl." Like I'm just gonna get up and do it because my people need me. If they need me, I'm coming.
Yeah.
But I also have to learn how to stop overextending myself because sometimes I am doing too much. I absolutely need to take a chill pill. I absolutely need to sit still for a second. But because of the person that I am and how I grew up, that's just what I do. So yeah.
And that's
But we're discovering that as time goes on. The girls are getting old and bones are getting stiff, and I need my time to relax. I need my time to chill. So therefore, 2025 will be a year of me trying to figure those things out.
Vaughn is so shady, y'all. When we go away and we travel, Vaughn will not tell David what his room number is. But let Ty call, "Oh, I'm in room 307." I'll be like, "Damn, he didn't even tell me what room he was in."
Well, whenever I hung with TJ, he never told me what room he was in.
Oh, see?
I remember that very clearly. I said, "Well, company must be coming."
Okay. The people don't want me to knock on the door. She learned from the best, honey.
So here's the reason why we don't tell Dave, and I didn't tell you about it, because Dave gets up early in the morning and she likes to knock on doors and wake people up. No, ma'am.
To do what?
Here.
We're on vacation.
We learned our first year in New Orleans. We stayed side by side. And when I tell you, Dave came knocking on that door. Did you just come in? Did you have a key? I don't remember if you had a key and you just came in and the girl was giving, "Get up out that bed, girl," like Frank in the City be saying.
I just took it. Get up out that bed. Get up.
And I had a boot on for breaking my ankle. I was tired from walking around New Orleans with a broken ankle. I was tired.
Ty, the girls be in the bed too long. We is out. Let's get up. Let's do something.
Let's talk.
Girl, I could have Ty said, "Baby, we on vacation, honey."
Do not come here with me. And they kept trying to bring me Red Bulls early.
Not like, "Oh no, I can go in the room and lay down." Like, "No, Ty, you cannot go in the room and lay down. We need to go out."
I'm older than y'all or something. I'm way older. Y'all making me feel real old.
Oh, please,
No,
girl.
You ain't met everybody yet. Some of these girls are older.
All right.
But no, seriously. As we wrap this conversation up, for those of you who are listening or watching, I do want to say, if you do have this relationship with some girlfriends, or you are a woman and you're watching this, or a straight man and you have a gay best friend, remember what we talk about and remember what we're saying here. A friend is a friend. Ty said it best. A friend is a friend. That's how you look at it. You don't look at it like, "Oh, should I do this or should I be defended?" If you do this for your other friend, you need to do this for this friend. And also don't do much more for this friend that you don't do for others. They are your friends. And that's what it is. You could tell if somebody your friend or not. If they talking about everybody else to you, you know damn well they talking about you to somebody else, to my gays and to my lesbians and things. So you read the room like you read the room. You don't change who you are. You remain the same. And for those of you who are probably watching like, "Lord, T-Nell don't do nothing for the girls." I just want to correct the record. T-Nell knows how to mount TVs. He builds things. I do a lot of things for my grandmother and my family. Baby, I cook on the grill. I fry fish. I put doorknobs on, tent windows, put together chairs. I cook Christmas dinner. I do a lot of things. But then I will say this, when it's time for T-Nell to be the pillow princess, that's what she's going to do. Okay, that's all I say and all I ask. But no, seriously, if you're watching and you're listening, be a good friend to each other. And that's how you'll strengthen that gay best friend to girlfriend moment, or that gay best friend to that guy moment. That's how you do that. But as we are wrapping up this show, we don't want to end it on a cliff, a deep moment. We want to end it with our favorite thing that we like to do,
Can I just say this
called
really
Thique Quest.
to kind of follow back off. Let me just say this one thing.
And
when you treat people good, no matter who they are, you'll be rich forever. Money won't matter where you're going. You'll be wealthy with relationships, and you won't need money to walk in certain rooms because you have built relationships with people who can trust you and people who you can trust, And I always tell people that. I try to tell my daughter about character. Character is who you are when no one is watching or when you think nobody is watching. And that means who or what you say to other people about whatever, when you think no one can hear you. And I think that that's just the most valuable piece that I try to walk around with as far as life. I hope I can be wealthy with relationships because y'all gonna be millionaires, and if I'm not, then I'll be able to hang with y'all.
Okay.
This is so true. Yes, thank you for that.
I want to throw my shoe at you, sis, because that was a gem.
Yeah, it is.
Seriously, I mean, And I try to go into situations always with the open mind, with the open heart. Always, you know what I'm saying? Like those are keys to being able to build those relationships. If you're not going in with an open mind, open heart, baby, you can't even build a relationship because the wall is there. The wall is there off rip. So I think that I needed to hear that. Honestly, I'm glad you said that.
Good, you be rich forever.
And it is really true, because at the end of the day, it's the intention, right? So your intention is not to go into it trying to get something back, but going into it just being your authentic,
Pure.
human, pure
Mhm.
self, right? So it's true, because it really happened. It happened to me today. That's why when you just said it, it kind of rang true. Someone contacted me from Smirnoff that I haven't talked to in over a year and invited me to a party, and she said, "Let me tell you something. You don't have to worry about anything. I just want you to show up." And I was like, wow, like this is a connection that I made over a year ago, 2 years ago now. I haven't
Hello.
talked to her since then. Nothing happened. She just hit me up. "Hey, David, happy holidays. I want to invite you, and you're on the list, and you can bring whoever you want to bring."
Genuine
Again,
connections are way more important and valuable than money. It's just like credit, right? Credit
Yeah.
okay.
take get you things that it's the same thing when it comes to your character and who you are as a person. So you want to make sure you keep that just as refreshed and on point as you do your credit, character
Wow,
credit.
amen.
That's it. That's all.
Character credit.
I
Y'all know
know
how y'all get that
Okay.
care credit for the doctor? Y'all to be able to go to the doctor. She said character credit. Okay, make sure your character isn't
valuable.
flawed.
Yeah,
Okay. I
clean it
love
up.
that.
Don't be
Make sure it
embarrassed.
holds as much weight as that care credit card. Okay.
Right.
And let
Their
people tell you
credit
about
is
yourself from time
insane.
to time, because sometimes you just
Yeah.
need to be straightened up
You
and
got to do some
cleaned
Mhm.
up.
inventory. Yes.
And that's
Yes.
okay. It's not
It's okay.
personal. It is okay, because these are your real friends, right? Like I said, that's
Okay.
my real friend. She can tell me about myself because I'm trying to get an 800 on my credit, on my character credit. I want to make sure
Okay.
that's my point.
Make
That's
sure
it.
you tell me highlight my flaws so that I can correct those. Okay.
Please, just
Mm-hmm.
Come
Mm-hmm.
on, highlight my flaws.
hello.
Oh,
I
time.
appreciate that
That was
feedback.
good.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Amen.
Production, roll Thick Quest to see if these girls got enough credit for these answers.
Oh, child.
Thick Quest tonight shall be interesting.
Everybody
So
take a
if you
drink.
guys have,
Everybody take a drink. Have y'all been drinking, y'all?
I
No, I
have.
just got
I've been
What do you mean?
refilling, honey. That's how much I've been drinking.
This is
Okay.
my second glass.
All on point.
This is my
I
second
can't.
glass.
I couldn't get up to
My thing
refill
is
mine.
empty.
But Thick
Okay.
Quest is our way of playing trivia. If you do not know, we literally a question will pop up on the screen. One of us will read the question to you. If you can answer it, we'll give you a chance. If you don't get it, we'll give it to Dave. If he don't get it, one of us will take a jab at it. But this is time for Thick Quest. Production, we're ready for question number one, baby. Who slapped the Wayman in Low Down Dirty Shame?
Oh no.
Low down, dirty shame. I was 6. Y'all just swear now I'm that old. I don't know. I don't remember that one. And I know y'all don't know because y'all younger than me. You know that
I do know. I think I know.
one?
It's okay. So I don't know if she's saying the actual guy that played. So Shane actually slapped him, but then his boyfriend actually slapped him as well. So I don't know if you're talking about Shane or you're talking about the white guy that slapped him in that scene. I wish we could pull that scene up because that's a good scene.
Never seen it.
Bernard.
Bernard, the husband. I mean the boyfriend. Yeah, the white guy. So yeah, that's who that
Never
is.
heard of
Coming up
that
with
movie.
these questions. And how old are they?
Queen.
Too legit to quit.
Wait.
Oh
Song.
shit.
Name 3 songs by
Walk,
Young Miami's gay
walk,
best friend,
walk,
Saucy Santana.
Walk. Let me want
Okay,
that
that's
walk.
That's one.
Okay. Give me another one.
He got a song called is it called Twerk? I don't know. I don't. Oh gosh, and it's not that I don't like him. It's not that I don't listen to his songs. I just don't know the titles. Oh my god.
I even
Um,
know this
I can
answer. I
hear.
love some saucy.
I can hear the. Whose question is this?
I listen to
Both
gospel.
y'all at this point. Come
Oh,
on, listen to gospel.
Work together,
So
tag team.
so you got walk. Come on now.
um,
Come on now. One of them you definitely should know. Ty. I know you. Come on now.
Can we get a hint? Can I get a lifeline? Let me get a lifeline.
This one, the little
Can
one
you
that got
get
to
a
dance to
lifeline?
it.
Oh, hey,
Oh, what's the
Uh-huh.
song? Okay,
Yeah.
what's the song? What's the song with Lotto? It's like
Come
it's
on, get it.
it's like twerking booty, Booty?
Booty,
Is that
that's
what it's
two.
called?
Booty is two.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, what is this one?
Yeah. Come on
I
now.
know that
It's a
one.
very city
Um,
girl-ish title.
What's the name of that song? Material Girl.
Yeah.
That's another one. So y'all
That's
got
the same
three.
Your
song?
girl is another one.
Y'all got no, it's not the same one. That one
Like a
is
dog. Walking like a dog. Yes. So can somebody tell me
Bop,
the lyrics
bop.
to this right quick?
That's that bop bop thing. I
cute
think.
face,
Face.
ass fat,
Ass,
jump in my
ass,
jeans, jump in my
jump
pants.
in
Yeah, it's
my-
bop, bop, bop,
Yes.
bop, bop, bop.
Mhm. That was good. 90s sitcom that has two sets of gay best friends for Ty. 90s sitcoms that has
90
two sets
sitcoms.
of gay best friends.
I automatically go. Living single ain't have nobody gay.
Living Single didn't have nobody gay. Martin didn't have nobody
Martin
gay.
didn't have nobody. Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince didn't have nobody.
What was the LL Cool J show? No.
Mm-mm.
Brandy, sister, no.
Moesha didn't have nobody. Sister didn't have anybody.
What
Shoot.
about Girlfriends? Was it somebody gay in Girlfriends?
Not that we know of. Nobody in Girlfriends. Nobody in The Parkers. Nobody in Half and Half.
What about the
so-
white people friends?
I'm gonna say it wasn't. It's not necessarily a black show. It's overall. So maybe
What about
I'm gonna say
Friends?
maybe
Oh, okay.
Friends. Friends
Well,
might be one, I believe.
I didn't watch the white show.
White
so
people,
you
never.
can't.
Yeah,
When I
Friends.
didn't watch white people. Will and
Will and
Grace.
Will and Grace. Remember
Oh,
the white?
them
I
two
do remember Will and
boys.
Grace.
Then-
Yeah.
Will
Sure,
and Grace.
Yes,
watch that
yes, they
show.
were a couple. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Weren't they a couple?
Hey, that's close to Friends. That's as close as. That's not the
Yeah,
same
I'm like
show.
Friends.
That's
didn't
as
have no
close
gay
as you gonna
folks,
get.
child.
Right. It's
We
not-
watched
Will and
black
Grace.
shows back then. My mama went.
Who is
the
the original gay?
friend of
Dwight,
Real
honey.
Housewives?
Dwight.
Look at Ty.
Yes, honey.
I don't have cable.
Um,
Cable. I ain't had cables.
I was
You
screaming.
gave Greg $10,000.
And
Name the
Netflix.
friend and GBF in Netflix's Sex Education.
And I definitely don't watch. I don't have Netflix, so I don't know what this is.
Wow.
This question ain't for me. What's Sex Education? What
It's
is
a
I
good
don't
that?
have cable,
show.
but you
It's
got
such a good
Netflix.
show. I cannot remember his.
Well,
I
I
can.
like documentaries. Is it real or is it fake? Because I don't watch none of that.
It's definitely made up.
Like scripted?
But yeah, it's scripted. I can't remember his exact name, but he's a dark skinned guy. What's his name? You know, I love Sex Education, Quisha. His Instagram is like in Walk 2 or something like that. He's African, so yeah.
Otis and Eric.
Eric is his name that I'm thinking about. Otis is the white one that was. Wait, yeah.
Never seen it. Rapper and singer from the 90s have been unsuspected BFFs for years. A rapper and singer from the 90s have been unsuspected BFFs for years.
Queen
Ooh.
Latifah.
And who?
Usher and Diddy.
That I don't know. It's so many.
I'm about to fall out.
Are they supposed to be hold on, rapper and singer?
From the 90s.
Usher.
I think
Yeah.
it's
Unsuspected
I just
BFF
seen something about
for
this
years.
recently. Is it the Brat and somebody? Who is it, y'all? I cannot remember. The Brat and Mariah
Oh,
Brett
Carey.
and Mariah
Dated?
Carey.
Are y'all
They
trying to
really
say like
close.
as if they
Huh?
dated back then?
No, like
No, people just never knew they were
the
best
Brat
friends.
is the gay
Oh,
person
I would
in the
never guessed
relationship. Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What else
Okay.
y'all
I
got?
can
'Cause
see
these
that.
are some hard questions.
They are hard.
This question be hard all the time.
One thing about it, she gonna pull some out. Okay.
G-Band was rejected from which girl? I never seen Broadway. I only went to go see
Ooh, I know this answer. I know
Wicked.
this answer. Titus Andromedon.
She said that. Yeah, Titus.
I love Unbreakable Kimmy. Oh yes.
That's
Unbreakable
the name
Kimmy
of it,
Schmidt.
Unbreakable.
Yeah.
The show Unbreakable
Titus
Kimmy Schmidt.
Andromedon and the Lion King.
Oh, I love
Titus
Lion King. Hold on.
Andromedon.
So it was rejected from what now?
Broadway.
Which Broadway production for 10 times? He was rejected.
Lion King was
He
rejected.
auditioned 10
I love
times.
Lion King.
Baby, when he did that.
That looked like, is that the
Beyonce
last
Lemonade.
question? Oh, it's a bonus.
I guess bonus.
Questions are so
Dun, dun,
hard.
dun.
Yes, this is your bonus time. Let's see if you can get this.
List sexual preferences of the gay best friend.
Positions.
Doggy style.
No, I
What?
think that this is from not
Positions.
necessarily
So what
saying
roles do they
sexual
play?
positions, but roles. So like, what are the three main roles for gays?
What's the real terms for like the giver and the taker?
But
You know
top,
this.
bottom, top and
And the
What's the
other
bottom.
other one?
It's one more.
verse. She already showed the answer, but yeah, you got those two.
Top,
Oh,
bottom,
verse.
verse,
Here's the
side.
time.
You know what a
Okay.
side is?
No. They it's
No.
three of y'all. It's three of them in there when it's on one on the side.
No, baby, that's not
Oh.
how that goes. No, man.
Is it three people in there when somebody on the
I
side?
am screaming.
Here.
A side is like the side of a meal. You never get the main course. They don't do any penetration, oral or physical
So what
touch
you there
only.
for? You just hanging out. It's like a side
They a
chick.
side. They just want to do the side stuff on the side.
A little fellatio, you know, a little body to body, a little
Look, spooning.
you know, little, you know, those are
Yeah.
things they like to do. Mhm.
Not a threesome, boo. That's not a side. That's a
Yeah,
party.
they
No,
like
but
the
it
touch.
sound right though. Side threesome. That sound like somebody on the side. Like they watch. like they watch and they play around. You know what I mean? Like they like to play around. This I'm close because they don't want to penetrate. They like to play around. You know what I mean?
Voyagers is what we like to call them. They like to watch.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that
what I'm
too.
saying. That's what I was saying. They
That was a good
gonna
guess,
go,
guys.
they go the full story because they were on the side.
That was a good
Yeah,
guess.
we'll talk offline for your
That
other
was a
bonuses.
creative guess.
I need to make sure you know what DL versus trade is. So we're gonna have to talk about that off the line.
Okay.
We'll get with
Mhm.
you on that to make sure you educated in that
All
department. But no,
right.
seriously, that was a key. And I want to say congratulations to you, Ty, for being our first guest appearance during
Woo!
Vlogmas with Thique Talk Podcast. And shout out to Big Waves on Swim for being another surprise for the night. One of the first surprises of the season, for joining us and reuniting with us tonight for episode 3 with our boo
It's my
Ty, Italia. For
pleasure.
those of you who are watching and listening, do me a favor, go to your Instagram right now, follow I Am Boobs and Tattoos, baby. I Am Boobs with a Z and Tattoos with a Z.
I'm gonna
Okay,
Okay.
change this
follow
to I am
her.
bald head, small head. So y'all please follow me there.
Look out for
And
I
if you
am
can't
boobs and
find it,
tattoos is legendary. Please do not change
yeah, you gotta
it.
keep it. You gotta
Hey, I
keep it. You gotta
bald
keep
head,
it.
small head.
I
You
love
gotta
bald
keep
head,
it.
small
And
head though. Maybe you can put AKA bald head, small head on the back.
Yeah.
if you can't find it, it'll be on the page somewhere. We'll tag it. We'll tag it.
Thank
We
y'all
Be
so
a
definitely
much.
will
moment,
I'm
tag
but
it.
so
no.
grateful to be invited and be the first girl on the show and hanging out and learning new things with you guys. It was a pleasure.
We
Thank you.
appreciate you. We appreciate you. Kudos to you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Love it,
Kudos to
love
you,
Thank you
Ty.
both. To all of you who are watching and listening, y'all know what to do. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and follow. Because this Vlogmas is all month long. And we are excited for the next episode of Thique Talk Podcast, where we reunite with the gay dating coach for Pillow Talk. And another surprise guest host will be along with them from another podcast of the community. So we will see you next time. And I will ask my host, do you want to say anything in your farewell to our listeners and watchers?
I just want to say really quickly, thank you to Ty for coming through, and just want to give you your flowers for being able to come on here and talk your stuff with us, give us some gems. I really truly appreciate it. Like I said in the beginning, she's somebody that's near and dear to us. I really appreciate and cherish each moment I get to hang out with this mogul herself, the Petersburg legend. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And also, yeah, make sure you follow all of us. Make sure you continue to like, comment, subscribe, share all over everywhere. And that's all I have. Dave, Ty, anything?
No, shout out to y'all. Really good friends, good people. And it is just seriously a pleasure to be able to call, text, and hang out with people who I can just smile and be myself unapologetically with. I truly enjoy myself every single time I'm with you. And y'all my
Yes.
people. Y'all my real people. You know what I mean? Like, I just love that I have just people. And y'all definitely are a part of my village. And I would hope and appreciate it if y'all would come to my drive-through wedding.
Oh, for sure. I'm
Bro, I
planning
wouldn't
that.
miss it for the world.
Be there.
I just
I'll let y'all know when the things start happening. Okay. No.
okay.
Good job. Congratulations. We're in season 2. So, it takes a lot to be
Yes.
consistent and to do the things that you say you're going to do. But I just want to commend you on doing it and getting it done and
Mhm.
just, keeping it moving and keeping it going. Because I know sometimes life can happen and it will
Mhm.
stop you and slow you and convince you and the devil be busy. And I'm just happy and I'm proud that you guys are just continuing to move forward in your vision, and just don't let anybody tell you to stop. Just keep going, playing, and move and grow, and keep just going. Keep going, one foot in front of another, in front of the other, 1% better every single show, right? So all
Facts.
Yes.
the things that you're learning, it would just get better and better from here. Today is the bottom, Next time it'll be amazing and just get better and
Hmm.
better and better. And that's all.
I agree. Thank you. I receive
Thank
it.
you. I got
I'm
to
proud of y'all
piggyback
in
off of
advance.
I got to piggyback off of the Mogo and the Boss. Like seriously, it is my pleasure. You guys are my brothers. In the words of Nene Leaks, Nene gonna always be around now. So I ain't never going too far. I'm always gonna be around. But I definitely just want to say a huge. I'm proud of you guys. I am proud of you, T. Now I am proud of you, Von J, because I know that it was definitely as hard as it was for me to say I'm leaving the show. It was definitely hard for you guys to be like, bitch, where you going? You know what I'm saying? But you guys didn't give me no pushback at all whatsoever. You both supported me and you both definitely are still my brothers. So again, Nene gonna always be around now. I ain't going nowhere. I love y'all. I'll be back. You may see me next season. You never know. But again, just kudos to Thique Talk Podcast. It's always going to be a part of my family and a part of who I am. And we rooting for you, baby. We taking this shit to the top. So let's do it. So cheers to that. But thank you guys for having me. This is very special. This means a lot to me. I appreciate it so much.
Well, there you have it, dolls. And to my host, my co-host, thank you for being such a great co-host. And happy Vlogmas. The first episode, darling, she may be lengthy, but she's full of content. So those of you who have been asking for more content, oh, why is it not longer? We want to see more. This month, we are giving you everything you asked for and more. And if you know Tnell very well, I'm full of surprises, darling. So it is just beginning. And hopefully, we'll see you soon in person. So, with that being said, remember to keep it cute, keep it real, and keep it thick. Good night.